Happy 4th of July, beautiful people. I'm sitting in a Whole Foods parking lot because I'm just so excited. So many awarenesses, so many ahas over the last 24 hours. It's been kind of beautiful. Are you dating you? It always seemed like trite information and wisdom and yeah, we've heard it, but do you truly love yourself? Are you the person that you would want to date? For me, being an functional diagnostic nutritionist, health and wellness and physical activity is something that's always been very important to me. Have I been living my truth? No. Have I attracted my truth? Nope. It's a wonderful awareness and practice of getting into the habits and getting into my truth instead of just kind of going along to go along, if that makes sense. So right now, I joined Weight Watchers. It was a silly time to join Weight Watchers the week of a holiday, but it's okay. But how amazing, right, to have accountability. Like, for some reason I thought, I'm Miss Clean and I eat clean. Hell, when I started tracking crap, I was still really binge eating, especially a lot of sweets. And I was not getting enough activity, so for the past week, I have had activity every day. I've been exercising. I've been counting and accountable for how much I'm taking in. And it's been a beautiful thing to kind of get a handle and wrangle that in and who I am to my core instead of just, like I said, just kind of going where just not really having any kind of an idea or plan, just kind of, flailing. For sure. I've also been reading this wonderful book called, When Everything Falls Apart by Pema Chodron. It's been awesome. And so even with the higher alignment work I've been doing, it's a lot about non-attachments, idealization, expectations, and projections, which is something I've definitely struggled with for a long time. I also stated that, over the last couple of years I thought I had about with depression and all this other stuff. And now that I'm kind of coming through this metamorphosis, I don't think it's depression. I think it was more of a grieving and painful process of shedding my skin like a snake. And sometimes I think I would try a little too hard and pull that skin off before it was ready. And I think that's where a lot of my pain over the past couple of years has come from. There's a lot of spiritual practices, they talk about the middle ground where you're not grasping at something energetically and you're not running from something. And I've definitely been running and grasping for the past couple years, especially from my loneliness. And it's amazing what I will do in order to not feel that. And I've also known for a very long time that I've needed to make friends with that. Otherwise, it would just continue to show up and wreak havoc in my life. So I am going to sit and be still and make friends with my loneliness, as well as making friends with me and getting back in touch with my truth. It's funny, part of my loneliness, my expectations that I would put on people were way too high, and it ended up pushing them away instead of getting the connection that I wanted. And I thought that I needed to dim myself down in order for them to accept me. And I didn't have to dim myself down. I just had to drop my expectations on how they should meet me, right? Not everybody is enthusiastic and boisterous and extroverted like I am. And I need to give people time and their space to warm up and do their thing instead of trying to force connect with me. It hasn't been working. So they said a lot of ahas. I'm starting to be the person that I want to date. I am working on being friends with my loneliness, trying to come more from a middle ground where I'm not grasping or running away. Run. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. What have you been up to? What are you doing this 4th of July? Are you having fun? You being safe? Stay tuned.